And I will pray in the language of heaven because Chukwukikabiama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable Zoological Republic are set free. Chineke nna nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukikabiama onye na-efewe n'aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị ndụ were n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọgbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-etoghị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe ikwere anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihe bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-etoghị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise
ise ise ise. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. I will say good morning and good afternoon and good evening. This is Mazi Zumezu, aka Nwekwensu. Please, as I welcome you, please may you welcome others. Today's program is very special. Today's program is very special. Please, kindly tag all those our Edo brothers. Anybody that still believe in one Nigeria, please tag them. This program is for them. Please, as I do welcome you, please may you welcome others. This is Mazi Zumezu, aka Mwekwensu. I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for coming in. And I thank my fans, the hardcore. As me ekene dịrị unu. Ekene dịrị unu n'ụtụtụ. Ekene dịrị unu n'efife ma n'abalị. Unu gbuo na nka na ya wee unu gbuo na aka ekpe ya wee ma ndụ ndụ nka nka. Anyị tinye onye ndu anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'aka okike, n'aka Chukwu okike abịa ma. Anyị sị na ndị ya adị echi na dị agwụ agwụ. N'ọmụmụ egwu ngwu na mma amadịrị ya nkọ. Na ndụ onye ndu anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya adị. Na mgbe na-etere anya onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu you are not with us. Very short time from now, I am not with us. My last two programs, una forgot the reason why you detain only up to this moment. But today's program is not for it. It's not for that. Maybe tomorrow we can be able to talk about it again, once more again. Because I go that I can eat with Timbodombo. I can eat with Timbodombo. Ezo kuchineke ka anyị na-ekwu ebe a. Eziokwu Chineke. Eziokwu Chineke anyị na-ekwu ebe a. So, but before then, today's program is for the lies. Unu man that na asị gbaa alọ ọwụla omenala. Asị gbaa alọ ọwụla eziokwu. If you don't debunk the lies, if you don't debunk the lie, and you left it for so long, people will presume, people will think that lie is the truth. You know, for a very long time, I want to do this program. I want to do this program, but I'm looking for a proof, because you know, when I'm doing program, I like to back it up with proof. I'm looking for a proof to back it up. But today we have a proof. That proof is just 90% truth. That is why I decided to say, okay, I made the program. Today I am with the proof 90%, not 100%. Today I am with 90%. So that's why it's okay. We have to do the program. And the program is all about the first coup, 1966, the so-called Nzogu coup that British government tagged Igbo coup. If people look, the way some of our Edo brothers, the way they're talking about it, so I'm sorry for it's my network. They are saying that it was Igbo that destroyed the regional government. That is Nzogu coup. But today we are going to expose What leads to that coup? The people that sponsored that coup. We're going to expose it today. And God go on record. God go on record. If you know this guy called Wounded Civilian and the rest, and also Udene, they're always blaming Igbos. But we came to help, and they turn it around 360 degrees to blame Igbos that we are the problem. Please, my hard fans, please, as you come in, please share and like, and always hit the like button. It's very important. So that Q 1966, we're going to talk about it. And if you still have experience about it, you can also come in. We talk about it because it is time to start telling them the truth. It is time to start telling those people that we keeping quiet about that Q does not mean we don't know the issue. Does not mean that we don't know what really happened. We know. I'm a man. We know what happened. You will hear them talking about 1966 Q, but they will not tell you what triggered that Q. No. They will not tell you what caused the Q. Even caused to that thing. They won't tell you. They will always telling you 1966 Q that it was Igbo that lead, that it was Igbo Q. And who targeted Igbo Q? It was BBC. BBC was the first people that targeted it. It was Igbo Q. BBC. They are the same people that planned this evil. The same people plan evil where agbo nwere isi na asa. But I'm not know for agbo, but o nwere isi na asa. The same people, the same British. And what is the reason why? The resources, to gain access to the resources. And that their queue, that their plan went perfect. All got perfect. Even up to this, up to date, is still going on smoothly. That is why BBC will come out to defend Tinubu for the certificate. They will tell you that Tinubu did not forge any, that they did not see any proof that Tinubu forged the certificate. What are they protecting? Personal interest, game of interest. What are they protecting? Game of interest. What caused that queue? That plan they planted. Today, I eat with Timbolombo. So you will hear from our Edo brethren and other people saying that it was Nzog that destroyed the regional government. And when it comes to that queue, they will know that Nzog is an Igbo man. They will, if you come to any other thing, they will claim that data is south. They will not call it Igbo land again. But if you come to that queue, they will tell you it's an Igbo man, Nzog. But we don't bother. Nzog is our brother. Nzog is an Igbo man. Yes. But why haven't them tell Biafrans or tell the world what caused the coup? What caused the military coup? Why? Why always talking about the coup? My people, do you people remember Wild West? What caused the coup was as a result of senseless killing in the north and in the west between Awolowo and Akintola. The question to leave, you should listen. What caused the coup was as a result of the senseless killing in the west and in the north. Our eastern side was peaceful, no killing. It was between Awolowo and Akintola. The North supported Akintola. They want Akintola to take over from Awolowo. They want Akintola to be there. And that is what also contributed that even Ilori, they are losing it. Nanya Adam. They did not want to maintain that, claim that land, that Ilori. They supported Akintola. And we are still going to talk about one of our great brother from South called Adakabolo, Isaac Adakabolo. All those things was planned by United Kingdom. All those things was planned by United Kingdom, British government. They planned it. It was them that also leak signal to Zik and to Opala. Let them escape because they want us to be at war. They want us to be at war. They want Nigeria to be at war, each other. They don't want that unity. They want us to be at war because when Nigeria got independent, Eastern region was the fastest growing economy in the whole world. Eastern region was the fastest growing economy in the whole world. Not even in Africa, the whole world. Then our money was higher than pounds and dollars. Our money was so strong. And British government, they said, no, we want to control these resources. And then, being what they are, this evil, this British government, they knew that a time will come, oil will be skyrocketed. They know. They want access to that oil, 100%. They want access to that oil. They now sit down and plan. They sit down. Well, plan here this thing. Plan here to Mr. A. Plan to Mr. B. Plan to Mr. C. Plan to Mr. D. Plan to Mr. E. But it was the same people. They plan the evil. They also plan the good. They plan the evil. They also plan to the ugly. When this killing was going on between Akintola and Awolowo, and that was what led Awolowo to be in prison in Calabar, because the North backed the West, backed Akintola. Guess what happened? It was British that contacted our young soldiers. They are so brave. Them Nzogo and the rest. And in that queue, it's not only Igbos. Yorubas was also involved in that queue. The middle belt was also the North and Igbos. But British target Igbo queue just to make sure that their plan manifest. To make sure that they will blame Igbos at the end and plant seed of disunity. Up to today. And don't forget, our founding fathers, they are not united. Remember, they are not united. My network, Tafawa Balewa wouldn't have been the prime minister. No, because Zik was more superior than Tafawa Balewa. Even Awolowo. And don't forget that it was Ahmad Bello. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, no, Ahmad Bello, yeah, supposed to be the prime minister, but he don't want to be rule Nigeria from Lagos. He wants to be that in Kaduna, and he now channel it to Tafawa Balewa. But it was Ahmad Bello that ruling Nigeria then. Zik was just ceremonial president. So what happened? The British engineered that the first coup, 1966, because they are evil. The government, the British government, they are evil. They plan the good side and they plan the evil side. They plan the ugly side. When they call this young soldier, say, you guys have to take over from these people. Can't you see the rate of the corrupt leaders you guys have? Can't you see the killings? You have to take over. Make sure you terminate all these corrupt politicians then these people unite and they strike. It was the same British that give that signal to the eastern side, that there is a queue. You guys have to escape. Because up to today, nobody have ever come out and tell us the reason why Zik and Okpala was not killed. And don't forget that Okpala was doing fine. His southeast was doing fine, 100%. Our economy was going, booming. But ask yourself, what happened? How did Okpala and Zik knew that there is a queue coming up? How? Because their name were also penciled to be slaughtered. This is where British came in. Their game plan. And the people that were penciled down in the west, in the north, were 100% executed. Then the people that were penciled down in the east, no one was killed in the east. Those leaders, they escaped. Who gave them information? British, because they want this plan to act. They want Nigerians to come against each other. It was as a result of Zik and Okpala was not killed. They not say no. So you kill our leaders, you kill in the west and in the east. Okpala was not killed. Zik was not killed. No, we can't take this. I want you guys to listen very carefully. Them Inzogo and Co. did that coup to save the country. Inzogo and Co. did that coup with their open hearts to save the country. And at the end of the day, they want to restore Awolowo back because they know Awolowo won that election. And don't forget then, when that was going on, the Northerners was also sponsoring Isaac Bolo to cause problem. Isaac Bolo was already causing problem in the southeast. And don't forget, Isaac Bolo was a student president in UN, in Soka. Although he contested for the third time before he won. The second time he did not win. But when he win, it was the same Igbos, his brothers, his brethren voted for him. Them Sadwana was using Isaac Bolo against his brother. That is why even his brother, Friday, is not happy with Azigbolo. Even his father, they know what is going on. But he was still a student. Then I'm coming. Let me know. I'm coming for this Azigbolo own. Because today, so we want to let them know that we know the truth, we know the history. But when time comes, we will say it the way it is. Then the North was so angry that Zeke was not killed. Okpala was not killed. How come? That do what? That caused the problem in the North. Killing of Igbos. Killing of Igbos. From killing of Igbos, they now do counter coup. They did counter coup. Counter coup. That counter coup, they eliminate, they kill Igbo military officers. About 250 something Igbo military officers that uprank in Nigeria, so in Nigeria soldier, because Igbos were excelled. Igbos went to school. Now they say Yoruba went to school that more than Igbos. Before the war, Igbo went to school more than Yorubas. Go and verify. Go and verify what I'm saying. Go and verify. Igbos were all over in the military, in any sector, in the government. That counter coup, because they killed Igbos, civilians, military. Then, before the counter coup, when that coup did not succeed because it was the same Ojukwu and Agri that stopped Nzogu coup. Ojukwu stop it and arrested Nzogu and the rest and put in prison. The Northerners were not happy. Excuse me. The Northerners were not happy. Then Isaac Bolo was not happy because he said why was then killed Tafawa Balewa and Saduana. So why? And Adakabolo went home. It was sponsored by Fulani. It was sponsored by Fulani through United Kingdom government. 12 of them declare Niger Delta Republic. Then ask yourself, how come someone that declare Niger Delta Republic, how come he fought in the unity of Nigeria? How come he fought alongside with Nigeria to unite Nigeria back again? Why? They were all trying game the way to eliminate Igbos, the way to destroy Igbo lands. And by Britain. Because then we have that the old Eastern Legion, Kalabare, Bayelsa, Igbo, and the rest, we are all one. And British know that a time will come, oil will be everything. All this network. I don't know why my network is frustrating. I don't know why. So as I was saying, Adakabolo was sponsored by Fulani government, well, by Fulanis, to declare Niger Delta Republic and Agri stop it through Ojukwu. They were I think the fight lasted 3 days or is it 3 days or 4 days? They captured them. They were all captured. Guess what? Did Ojukwu kill Adakabolo? No. Ojukwu did not kill Adakabolo because Adakabolo was a great guy. He had a lot of things upstairs, but he was brainwashed by the Northerners. Even his father was not happy with him. His father told him, said, no, his own brother, Friday, said, no, don't go this way. And Adakabolo used their backyard to train the people, and it was in school then. How come a student can be able to, sponsor people to sponsor some people to declare republic? How did he get the guns? How did he get the money? He's still a student then. He's still a student. He's still all those things I'm saying, I will back it up with some videos. People are saying it. Because like when I say something, I have the evidence. So when the Ojukwu captured Adakabolo, Ojukwu did not kill Adakabolo. Rather, he put him in prison. It's his brother. Adakabolo is his brother. Ojukwu did not kill him. Everyone did not kill him. Rather, they charged them for treason and gave them the sentence was to murder them. But later, it was turned to life imprisonment. But at the end of the day, they will also be released. Did not kill him. But guess what? The killings continue. Then they have a counter coup, the same 1966, that killed Agui Lonsi in the West. And that comes up about in Abuli Accord. And they went to Abuli. When the killing was so much, they went to Abuli. The sources, Ojukwu secure it with go on. Everything. And then, even when the Northerners were sponsoring Adakabolo, Gowon was in good terms with also Adakabolo too. And don't forget how it started. It was between Awolowo and Akintola. He will just come to help. And they were made to be scapegoats. They turn it around against Igbos. Give us the bad name. We became the bad guy. But all those things was planned by British. Game of interest to control the resources. And when they went to Abuli, they come back, and Gowon was advised not to accept this restructuring. That's never. And guess what? Who told Gowon? It was British through our own people, our own brother, and to NRO and the rest. It was the same British too. Even when Gowon wanted to give up in the war, it was British that said, no, don't give up. Same British. Now, I have a video that I'm going to play that will last for almost 40 minutes. I want you to sit back and listen to that video to back up what I said, because I want to make this program for a very long time, but I say, no, I need a backup. I start going. Somebody send me these videos. I want you to listen. And again, there's a thing I want to say about Adakabulo. Do you know the reason why? The reason why our coastal region has changed, started changing their names. It was as a result of killing. Adakabulo start killing their chiefs. Some went in exile. He killed some of them. And it was as a result of it that even after the war, they gave one of our brothers from there, NNPC grouping manager, Gowon, was overthrown, to tell you how tight, how evil this will plan this thing against us. Do you know Adakabulo killed their chiefs? Killed a lot of people in Ijo chiefs, and the young people take over. Who sponsored Adakabulo for doing that? It was the Northerners. This is the fact. It's the bitter truth. I welcome the debate. Share this program. Let it go viral. We want this wounded civilian to understand that we know what happened and we know the truth. Now, please sit back and listen to Mr. Darlington. It's very important. It's very important.
And welcome to Updates with me, Precious. Today, for Inside Updates with Precious, me and Mr. Darlington, we want travel small, go back memory lane. We could talk about things where BC been happened in the past. Recently, former Federal Commissioner for Information and South leader Oga Edwin Clark been come out come talk say the reason why make them dey overthrow Oga Gowon government and because of say he been appoint one engineer Odo. And engineer Odo na Calabari man way from River State, South Nigeria. But they say in talk say a lot of people see the man as person wey be say na Igbo man, and a part of waiting make people come say no because they see Igbo man as threats. Now waiting make them overthrow Oga Yakubu Gowon government. And I wasn't make I ask Mr. Darlington this afternoon. Mr. Darlington, first of all, welcome. As you don't follow me lounge like this. So I make I ask you, why it be say the appointment of Oga Engineer Odo, where it be say they sense am as Igbo man, go be a problem, or why it be say they go sense am as a threat to the country, when make the country because of that one overthrow Yakubu Gowon government. If waiting Oga Edwin Clark write for that in book, brutally frank and anything to go by.
Thank you, Precious. The thing where you talk now, it will tell you say some people they never agree say the civil war don't end though. They still have that perception that Igbo man is the problem of Nigeria. Meanwhile, it is falsehood. Now, typical lie. Remember, after the war, Gowon be talk say no victor, no vanquish.
Say nobody win, nobody lose. Now what's the mean, Abi?
Yes. And he now introduced the 3R. Rehabilitation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation of the Igbo man.
Okay.
To reintegrate them back into the Nigerian society.
That is rehabilitation, reconstruction, and reintegration.
Please, guys, hardcore, please. Your like button, please hit the like button and love, and share the program as it coming, please. They are fighting. Thank you.
Integration.
Okay.
That was the 3R.
The 3R. Okay. Good. And now Oga Gowon introduced them, and I be the head of state at the time the war ended.
Exactly.
Good. I want make Nigerians understand this history small.
Good. That was the reason. So part of that RRR was what he did with that appointment. Are you getting what I'm saying? Even though the man is not a typical Ipob man, but because he's from the south, because all those areas, the southeast, Everybody in the southeast is an Igbo man.
Oh, so now wetin make even till present day everybody
Yes,
na Omo Igbo.
Omo Igbo.
I tell them say from River State, I be Omo Igbo. If you say you from Delta State, you be Omo Igbo.
Many people are Igbos.
So they see because all that part the eastern region
exactly.
before. Oh,
that was what happened.
Okay.
All the Calabars, every one of them. So that is the impression they have up to tomorrow. That was the problem. So because of that appointment, the people that initiated this war, they were not happy. Because their intention was not even to see one Igbo man alive. They wanted to exterminate the Igbos, but God did not allow that.
Why?
And so,
because as they talk, say they make me feel like the Hutsi Tutsi thing will happen for inside
exactly.
Rwanda.
Meanwhile, this was a propaganda. Precious.
Sir?
I wish you would have time to listen to this particular.
Oh yeah, they talk. Make they hear you.
Good. What was the genesis of this matter? This war, this so-called war, Biafran war. What was the genesis? Something happened in Southwest. There was an election in 1964.
Okay.
It generated so much furore. That was when you hear the Wild Wild West.
Oh, what's in the Wild Wild West? What's in the mean?
Good. The place was, in fact, the entire Southwest was almost burned down because of that election. There was a disagreement between Awolowo and Aketola. Then Kelemesi.
Now what's it cause that?
Yeah, they did not agree.
What's it mean cause their disagreement?
The election was supposed to have been rigged.
Okay.
And because of that, the rigging of that election, Wole Soyinka went to Western Broadcasting Corporation, that is their media house. He hijacked the studio and announced his own results. That was October 15, 1965.
He and Wole Soyinka contest for the
No, he did not contest.
So how he announced results?
He was angry.
Please, guys, I want you to sit down tight and listen to this Mr. Darlington. I think this man is advanced more than me, and you have to hear what he said. That's why I said everything he said here is 90% truth. 90%. The 10% I will tell you why it's not 100%. The 10% I will tell you. You can hear what he said. Even Wole Soyinka went to the radio and hijacked the radio and announced his own results. This problem is not an Igbo problem at all. It's not Southeastern region problem. But as a result of these people want to come to help to make sure Nigeria is moving forward. But British government is master plan for all this. Listen, let's continue.
He was part of the people who were agitating. Are you gonna, because of the outcome of the election? He was not happy.
Oh, say they rigged the election.
Yeah, they rigged the election.
Oh, so he can't announce the result when he gets, when he sees, say good.
Because of that, that was in 1965. Because of that, he was arrested. Are you gonna what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Then in 1966, because of this thing that happened in the Southwest, there was a coup. January 15, 1966. The army took over just to stop all the carnage, all the killing, all the disturbances everywhere. 1966.
Because of the disagreement, because of the disagreement of the election where happened
in Southwest.
Okay. Oh, now, then every region they get their own election.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
So you did good. Wait to make I ask this question and make especially our young people
make them
understand what's happening.
Exactly. Good. Now, because of that election, and because of how it turned out, Awolowo was imprisoned for treasonable felony. He was accused
because of saying do waiting. Because of saying do waiting.
He was an actor. He was part of he was a contestant in that election. And because of the way things turned out, he too was not happy. Are you going to say he was not happy? So he himself and his some of his followers, I think they were arrested in Ghana or so because they were accused of planning coup somewhere there. Are you going to say? So they brought them and then they imprisoned them, sent them to Calabar prison.
Because of the I no go gree wey happen for that election.
Exactly. Because there was a state of emergency. So this now culminated what happened later between the military. Because of that coup that happened in 1966, January 15, some notable political leaders were penciled down to be killed.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The killing was mostly from that of the north, including the Sauduna, that was Ahmadu Bello, and so many northern leaders and all that. Then in the southwest, some people were killed. But Okpara and Azikiwe, for reasons which nobody knew, they survived the coup.
This is the area. I'm telling you that that's the reason why I did not give him 100% about his analysis. But I gave him 90%. Everything he said was accurately perfect. This is the area. Because the reason why Zeke and Okpala was not killed is a conspiracy. It's a well plan. British government told them move out just to make sure that when they escape, the Northerners will not be happy. They will target, so you kill our own leader and your own leader, you did not kill them. Why? To make Nigerians fight ourselves. This is where their evil plan started. They are the same people that told this man to escape. Because this man, Mr. Darlington, told you the reason why they were not killed, that he cannot tell. Nobody can tell who gave those people information. Nobody. If not today, nobody. And that is why, and these men, they are no more. Let's continue listening to Mr. Darlington.
They survived that coup, and that made the northern people to be angry.
Wait, they survived which coup? The coup
of 1966.
Oh, wait up which person government? I like make you mention
that was the Tafawa Balewa government, NPC, Northern People's Congress government. He was the prime minister then.
So now this coup where they talk saying like Igbo people now plan the first coup, and I the first coup for Nigeria.
Exactly.
Where they talk saying like Igbo people now plan the first coup for Nigeria. And this coup they talk about so.
Exactly, now it happened. So now, in the real sense, the coup was not even planned by the Igbos.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So who planned
because if you read the 5 measures and why we struck, the man that wrote is the Yoruba man. Why we struck?
Why we strike them?
Why we struck? And then the 5 measures. If you read this book, you will see the names there. Why we struck? They didn't say why the Igbo struck. Oh. So there are books, but people choose to neglect the true history and they are projecting the Igbo man. Now, Aguiyi was the one that quelled that coup.
Oga, you go speak pidgin English, Oga Darlington.
He was the one who stopped the coup.
Aguiyi stopped the coup.
Yes, because
so which role Kaduna and Zogo play?
I'm coming now. He was the one that spearheaded the coup of 1966.
Okay.
Himself and many other northern and the southwest military officers. Are you gonna say it?
That is Kaduna and Zogo.
Kaduna and Zogo, yes.
Him and southwestern military officers
and northerners.
And northerners. Now they planned the coup.
Yes, in the real sense, let me tell you how the Igbo man got involved.
Okay.
Kaduna and Zogo came from Asaba.
Yes.
Are you gonna say
yes.
And because of that name, they claim he's an Igbo man. But in the real sense, Kaduna and Zogo grew in the palace of Sauduna of Sokoto. That is Ahmadu Bello.
Now we see make the name of Kaduna self.
Good. Because Ahmadu Bello, he never had any child of his own. So he adopted that guy. Kaduna, that's why the name Kaduna came into his name. Are you getting it
very
now?
Well, very
Good.
well.
And Kaduna didn't like, Zogu didn't like what was going on, even under his own father. adopted father. He saw all the 10%ers, all the how corruption was. The guy was not happy because the army of those days, they were thoroughbred, they were professional. They don't like all this thing that is happening today. So because of that, the Kaduna now spearheaded, being somebody from the house of Sauduna. That was why they felt he should be the one to lead because he was so angry. He did not even bother that his own father is the head of the government because it was even Sauduna who was supposed to come and become the prime minister in Lagos at Tafawa Balewa Square. But he sent Tafawa Balewa to come and be the prime minister here while he remained in Kaduna as the powerhouse. That was what happened. The real person who was supposed to be prime minister was Sauduna, Ahmadu Bello. But he felt too big to come to Lagos and become a prime minister. That was how he sent Tafawa Balewa. So everything goes to him. If you want anything done, you go to Kaduna, go and meet him there. Anything you want to do, you must go there. The man here is just like a figurehead. That's the Tafawa Balewa. So when this thing happened now, many northern leaders were killed. According to the book written by the actors.
They killed plenty northern leaders.
Yeah, they killed out. So, but Zeke and Okpara and a few other Michael Okpara.
Michael Okpara.
Yes, they were spared. I don't know how they got tip of the coup and then escaped.
So only 2 of them be the people who been there involved.
Not only 2 of them. I think there are so many. There are others, but because of that, the outside element now got angry that all their leaders were killed while the Igbos were spared. So they now, it was because of it that they now believe that it was the Igbos that planned the coup. And that was why there was a revenge coup in July 1960.
But they not see the Nzogo way be saying from their own place.
That's what I'm telling you. They didn't see it that way. The only thing is that these Igbo people that were spared, these Igbo leaders, it was their anger.
And because everybody died, the population say, a general team.
To make matters worse, Agbu Ironsi, who was the general team then, because he performed wonders in Congo. Agbu was in Africa, he was feared. So he was able to quell the coup, and he didn't spread more than he should. He stopped them. He gathered some of the boys and even threw them inside prison. That's Agbu Ironsi. It was in that process that he now promulgated Decree 34 to unite Nigeria. Unification Decree 34. That was even the last one that brought the camels back. Agbu Ironsi thought that with that decree he will unite the country, not knowing that the North were not ready for that. That was
who gave Agbu Ironsi that idea? It was also British government. Because when we have the regional government, the southeastern region was doing fantastically well. Fantastically well. Fantastically well. The biggest economy in the whole world, growing economy in the whole world. Who gave Agbu Ironsi that idea to destroy the regional government? It was also British government. And don't forget that Queen Elizabeth honored Agbu Ironsi after that war in Congo, gave him a medal and whatever. These people are evil. British government, these people, they are evil. They are evil. Let's continue.
There was a revenge coup in July 1966. People are not talking about January 15, because that was the first one.
And I don't want everybody to hear that.
Yeah, that was the revenge coup that one is even more disastrous.
So which people can't die for that revenge coup?
Good. It was not the Igbos.
Hey, wait.
Because of the propaganda that the Igbos did the
first one. So this one now to make sure they do them back.
Good, they retaliate.
So at least do me, I do you. Good. God no go.
Exactly. They now retaliated. And that was why for 3 days, 260 top Igbo military officers were slaughtered. Some were killed on the road.
How that one use happen? How that one use happen?
When they did the coup now, they started, they know all the Igbo people now who were holding office, because as at that time, the Igbos were the top echelon of the military. Because they entered the military with high degree. Ojukwu entered with master's degree in history from Oxford, which is unheard of in Africa. The highest you can get from the north is standard 6 and all that. In fact, even standard 6 was difficult.
100%
So most of the Igbos here, because they went to school, they were absorbed into the army and they were holding top positions. So this thing attracted envy and jealousy among the northern elements. And so they wanted to make sure they wipe them out. And for 3 days after that, during the second coup, for 260 of them, 260 top-ranking Igbo officers were wiped out. They killed all of them. And it was here that Ojukwu, being the one he was one holding the GOC, a general officer commanding, I think that was in Kano that time. When the killing continued, and the Igbos were being, in fact, it moved from the military to the Igbos. See how the thing escalated. Because of what would Agui University, that decree 34, unification decree. Please let me ask you, the man who wants to unite your country, is he a patriot or a saboteur?
He's supposed to be patriots now. Person who won't unite supposed to be patriots. That is, person who won't defend the country, make everybody come together.
But the North never wanted it. You can imagine now. So because of that hatred, they went after the Igbos. Meanwhile, the Igbo man has been sacrificing to unite this country. That was why Agui University, we went to Ibadan for a conference.
So guys, listen. You know, these people are so smart. They brainwash Agui University. Okay, this time around, you need to unite the country. Unite the country. This is the 34 Mr. Reality is talking about. Unite the country. Do you know their game plan? When they unite the country, this is what's actually happening now. A time will come, the Northerners will be taking over. Whatever they are demanding from the North, they are getting it. What do you name it today? It's not what's happening today. Because then they will have regional government. It's different. It's 3 types of government, and at that time, even Yorubas have their embassy, Yoruba embassy in UK. So you cannot control all the legion. You be a Yoruba, be in your legion, control your government. You be a Southeast, control your legion. You be North, control your legion. That's how the UK, United Kingdom, wants the unity so that they will still be planning their evil to tap the resources from the top, from the federal government. This is actually what they are planned, and everything perfected to them. All their plan was perfect to them. Today, that federal system of government, they are using it to take resources, do all kind of evil thing. But Agui University never knew the game plan of British government. Never knew. Let's continue, because it was well planned that at the end of the day, the same Agui University was killed too. It was well planned by British government, just because they want resources. The same way German government killed thousands of Namibians, just because they want their resources. The same way Belgium killed millions of Congos, just because they want their resources. Africa, we are suffered. I'm calling this name Africa should be changed. Let's go back to our original name, Akaibuland. We have to go back to our original name, Akaibuland, not Africa. Let's continue.
Yes.
Agui University go Ibadan.
Yes. He went to Ibadan because he was based in Lagos now. As the military head of state, he was in Lagos. But there was a mutiny. And they told him not to go to that Ibadan. Even the wife, he said he would go. Because he believed in this is a mystical power and all that. And he went. And the host then in Ibadan was Adekule Faji, who was to host him. So when the night came, we didn't know that this thing is as serious as they surrounded the house. That's the house of Adekunle Faji. I said they must kill him.
Adekunle Faji house.
Adekunle came out. I said, look, the people who did it was Danjuma was their arrowhead. T.Y. Danjuma. He was the one leading them. They surrounded his house. The man came out and said, this is my visitor. You can't kill my visitor in my house.
From my own house. You can't be like saying me.
A whole head of state. You can't do that. They said, no, he must die. The man now said, oh, before you can kill him, you will kill me first. And that was how they killed Adekunle Faji.
That's how they carry kill Adekunle Faji.
They killed him. When they now killed him, now surrounded Aguiyi-Ironsi. It was Daniel that removed his epaulets. And then, because the bullet could
that is in rank now.
In rank, yeah, they removed him. Because they
the same T.Y. Danjuma that killed Aguiyi-Ironsi, what is happening to those people today? At a point, he's telling his people to defend themselves, that the military cannot be able to defend them. What is happening to his people today? I want you guys to understand that all those things happening in Nigeria, Igbos, we are just to be united to save this situation, but they turn around and blackmail Igbos with the help of British, just because of the sources. Today, the Igbo people who are supposed to be the good people turn to be the bad people. Don't worry about Basara. Oga Akintola na Awolowo na medicine. The killing was in the west and in the north. But today, you can see the evil plan planted by British. They plan the evil. They plan the ugly. They plan a amount of the same people that plan this evil. Let's continue.
The bullet could not penetrate him according to them. They now drag him into the forest. And then we are slaughtering themselves. Are you getting what I'm saying?
So they slaughter him using
Yes, they didn't shoot him because the bullet could not enter, according to history. So they killed him in the forest. At that time, nobody knew where Aguiyi-Ironsi was.
Nobody knew what happened to him.
Yes.
Visitor will even come visit, don't also die.
As long as the man will get house, don't die.
So nobody knew what happened to him.
The visitor. So they took him away. It was at that point that Nigeria became headless. Nobody knew what was going on. Meanwhile, Brigadier Gundigbe was second in command to Aguiyi-Ironsi, and he was in Lagos. He was supposed to take over. But of course, when the head of state cannot be found, they now said, okay, he should take over. When he now took over and gave a command to Hausa boys that surrounded, they ignored him and turned their nose against him. The man now knew that this is a rebellion. He excused himself. It was at that point that the military guys from the north now brought to Gowon, who was an ADC to Aguiyi-Ironsi, and made him the head of state.
Wait, they can't bring a junior officer. Person will say nine guard. This is a person where they guard them.
ADC to Aguiyi-Ironsi.
Now they can't make
a head. Gowon make a head of state. It was at this point that Ojukwu said no. That unless he know what happened to Aguiyi-Ironsi, and unless Brigadier Gundigbe take over, he will not obey any other person. That he will not obey his junior in the army. That was the last straw.
So now waiting cause war.
Do you guys understand now? Do you guys understand? Even after the killing of Aguiyi-Ironsi and everything, Ojukwu, we are also fighting for the right cause. So, okay, let Ogunjowe take over. It was the second in command, a Yoruba man. Ojukwu was fighting for the Yoruba man to take over, not even Gowon. Gowon was the ADC to Aguiyi-Ironsi, a junior rank. Ojukwu was even fighting for a Yoruba to take over. But Remember, at the end of the day, it was still the same Yoruba that betrayed the Biafra war, Awolowo, and everything. Let's continue, because it is time we start telling these people that we know the history, but we started to keep quiet because everything have a time, and we are waiting for the appropriate time so that we will come out. I decided to do this program because I have had a lot of noise from this wounded civilian. You think we don't know the truth? We know the truth. Igbos know the truth, what really happened. We know the truth. Let's continue.
Now him, that was how that is.
So now waiting make this civil war. Where would hear civil war?
Exactly,
civil war.
that was
now
the,
just waiting cause civil war with this.
I am telling
just
you.
This small disagreement like this.
Not be now. That is the that what propaganda.
Something will be say normal negotiation for solve.
I said, hold on. Even when the war started, though, when they were killing the Igbos all over the north, in fact, the slaughter was so much. Ojukwu had to relocate.
But the Ojukwu been talk saying he go like make Ogundipe take over. No, Ogundipe na Yoruba man now. Not be say him be the fight for Igbo man now. So not be say Ojukwu talk say no, me I must rule.
Exactly.
By waiting you they tell us now. If this story where you write, where you talk to now, so it
that
take
will tell you that it was,
because I'm not gonna like talk the story the way I use read them. I like hear your own aspects.
That will tell you that this was premeditated. It was already planned. To make sure that the Igbos are wiped out, because it was the position of the Igbo man was attracting envy and jealousy. That's how to put it. Nothing else. It's not as if
so that means that first coup thing still the person mind, still the mind since. So if you be part of waiting causes.
It's not as if the Igbos initiated it or the Igbo did anything wrong. What I'm telling you is I have given you books. Go and read those books. You will see the facts there, including the tragedy of victory by Alabi Isama. That man is even more detailed about the coup.
All these books where you talk now, mostly non-Igbos, not even write the books.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister. So if you read that, you get the facts there. But the northern element, they choose to neglect the facts just because of this hatred that the Igbo man is climbing high. You know, because as at that time, the Southeast was the fastest growing economy in the whole of Africa. In fact, Ojukwo's father was the first billionaire in Africa. So all these things was attracting envy.
No vex, just because of noise again, make it talk about. They said the Southeast was the fastest growing economy in
Africa, not even Nigeria.
Oh wow!
I'm telling you, Africa.
And Ojukwu Papa Naim be the first
billionaire in Africa is on record. Are you getting what I'm saying? The Igbo man was the first VC of UI. UI that was formed in 1948. When he became it was the Igbo man, Kenneth Dike, the first VC of UI. The one in Unilag here, the first VC, an Igbo man, Mr. Njoko. So Igbos were because of their academic excellence, which I will tell you how this thing happened. How this academic excellence happened. Now, because
So my people, ask yourself, since Igbos were excelled in their various departments, in their various walk of life, and Igbos at the Southeast was the fastest growing economy in the world, why would Aguilonsi make this degree 34 to unite a unity system? Why? Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Aguilonsi was deceived by Queen Elizabeth, by British government. He was deceived because the British know that when this their plan perfected, they will have access to our resources. And today, they have access to our resources. They have divided our land. They have divided us. Divide and rule system. Now, to help this man up, I want to bring a video of P2B. I want you guys to listen to what P2B said to help him, to back him up what he just said now. Let's listen.
Oh, yeah, I have fight for independence. None of them was show you. Karapatangongo. Oh, you can see, can get a flavor. I think that Kuma, I look at Bankuma, and the Lawa, and then Kenya. President of Kenya, very to seek, sing about the advice. First Vice President country and we were Yaran State. First leader of House, National House, Lord Floris, Yaran State. The first Vice Chancellor when Oboda, first Vice Chancellor, neighbor. No, I'm not going to buy you, neighbor. O Professor Dike, the first in the whole of Africa. When you use your Vice Chancellor, I know it's a better council. I'll buy for Lanago. And to accord the Chikobi, I really like what I could. Another one is the other solve a difficult mathematical equation without computer or calculator. Of the military, I want to go to the Minikamuso, boy on Zanza, no Yanambra, first commissioned officer of military. I'm in Nigeria. Oh Yanambra, the first graduate, non-army. Oh, you the first graduate from Oxford University. As you know now, I'm a producer, the first recognized British millionaire in this country. So I can send you a Kweku, I'm a global license here, but here from Britain. I even never know. Also, Yanambra, what you see, I have to go to vote for Pope. What you see, I have to vote. That's another vote. Send you a team again, oh Yanambra. So stand Anambra win in Nigeria the first gold. Imagine 1956. Anambra came to the first football club for the child. It was just a Bosman. Anambra produced the first national team captain, Godwin Achabe, for 10 years. Okay, Anambra will captain us. I'm not going to have a year ago. I'm not going to have if I'm not going to have a still modern. Oh, Anambra, the first person who knows the Koi, and may go on the president. See, I was not Nigeria. Now get paid in the Nigeria when I go motor. It will be a queen. What in Lagos and Kano? Oh, Yanambra to the Rose Royce. Otherwise, good work for the airport. If you go see the Igbo, you know, I'm not one of them, and the young friends again. An Igbo.
Now, then, although Peter B is using Anambra, but this was Igbo. All walk of life, Igbo were excel. So what will make Agri to make this degree 34 to unity system? Because he was deceived by British government. He did not know that British government have an evil agenda. That even at the end of the day, he will be killed. They deceive him. Let's continue listening to Mr. Darlington.
This thing, the Igbo man became what? An endangered species in Nigeria. All because of their excellence, nothing else. There is no other thing. No other thing. That was the hatred. That was how it came about. When this thing now happened, Ojukwu now said no, he will not obey his junior. And then the killing continued. Igbo said no, this killing that Ojukwu should declare Biafra, that they want to go. Meanwhile, the killing was going on. In fact, on the 29th of July, all our women in the north, especially in Kano, they were hardened. All those, Igbo women now, they rounded them up and threw them inside the leprosy settlement. Women, leper, where lepers are, leper, threw them inside there to be molested by leper. 29th of July, some women died. Instead of them to go through that experience, they prefer to die. That was why some of them, they didn't survive it. It's a contagious disease. Mm-hmm. They threw them inside there. You know what? When I say leper. Just to mess them up. So when this is continued, Ojukwu now under pressure, and when there could be no headway. Remember.
I want you guys to sit down and listen and to know the reason why Biafra, we cannot go back. We have crossed the Rubicon. We can't go back. With all those history, all those things that happened to my people, you expect us to go back? You expect us to go back? You expect us to quench the fire of Biafra? It's impossible. It's impossible. Impossible. Either Biafra or Biafra. Either Biafra or Biafra. See the way they kill our women. They throw them in leprosy camp for them to contact the leprosy. And some people give up the ghost instead of them to contact that leprosy. Igbos meant so well for this country, for this Nigeria, this zoo. But they are the same people they say that they are the problem. Do you know even this so-called wounded civilians every time is attacking Igbo, insulting our leader and the camel? When British government invaded Upper of Benin, it was Igbo. We fought side by side with Oba for him to be on his throne. But the British government came along with soldiers from the north, soldiers from the west, from Yoruba and from Hausa and Fulani, to fight against the Oba. But we fight with the Oba. They will never tell you this history. They will never tell you this history. Let's continue listening to Mr. Darlington.
Negotiations we are going in right, left, and just like they are doing with Nigeria now.
Please, your like button is important, please. Thank you. Your like button and love, please, is important, please. Sure, thank you.
We never stick your head yet.
They went to Aburi. Listen, Ojukwu went to Aburi with Gowon to mediate peace. At Aburi, listen very well. Listen, at Aburi, agreement were reached, signed, sealed, and delivered. What was the decision? Ojukwu want autonomy for the region, devolution of power, so that the regions can develop at their own pace and pay this into the center. Pay
their taxes to the center. But everybody develop your own region. Good. So north or south or west, so everybody develop your own
so
side.
That there won't be any envy and jealousy and all that. You develop according to your own pace. Do you know that is what they agreed among other things? Please go and Google the Aburi Accord. You will see it there. It's still there. I
don't go through them before.
Go Google it. Now, when they signed this agreement in Ghana, they came back. Do you know that the civil servants from Lagos here, Manoa, Philip Asiodu them, or Nosode, they said, Gowon, what did you, Ojukwu have played you, Ojukwu.
Including Anthony Enaho of Fulomi. And those people were manipulated by British to tell Gowon not to accept. Let's listen.
I've used his Igbo sense to deceive you. That man is too intelligent. Why should you agree to this accord? If you do this, they will become slave to the Igbos. Don't you know that these people, they are ahead of us? No, don't agree. My dear, that was what killed that agreement. And because of these deceitful human beings, Gowon reneged.
Constantly they do again. For waiting, they don't agree before. You,
that was why Ojukwu said, on Aburi I stand. Throughout the war, he was saying it.
Now let's bring that word, say on Aburi I stand.
Because of these selfish individuals, that was why we had a Biafran war. I am telling you, if they have allowed that agreement, that Aburi Accord,
everywhere they don't develop now. Everybody for just did their own.
Please, is that not the same thing that we are talking about today? Is it not the same thing we are talking about? You can imagine. Since how many years now that the Igbos have been showing the light? You know, when I will be discussing our regular program, say an Igbo station, Igbo, we are trying to correct the propaganda that have been there over the years.
Because as it stands now, south they do well, southwest they do well. You know, East they do very well too. Some other regions they do well. So to say every region, not they do well, not Central, not West, not East, everybody do well, finish. Then all of us will come be better and collective Nigeria.
No, they want us to be working for them so that they'll be eating. That was the propaganda. That was the envy and I said the Southeast economy was the fastest growing economy in the whole world. I mean in Africa. Go and check. That was what attracted the envy.
In the world, not only Africa.
That was it.
The world too.
That was just the only reason. But they will use to corner it and tell you, I have always been asking you. Tell me
so this whole thing still spill over to 1975. We make the overthrow go on. We are Clark now. We talk now. We talk quick because time not there again.
When the war broke out, are you getting what I'm saying?
Go.
And it went back and forth, killings both aside and all that. The Biafran troops were very, very, they were very, very bold and brave at the war front. In fact, the federal troops suffered so many defeats. And they came close to Ore to take over Lagos. That was when Awolowo and his people said, because it was Banjo who was fighting on the side of Biafra.
Banjo,
yeah, Colonel Banjo is a Yoruba man. When he got to Ore, Awolowo and some elders came and told him that, look, Yoruba land will not be a theater of war. With that, Banjo went back to stay in Benin to carve his own empire.
It was the same Awolowo that Ojukwu leads, and they agreed that he will go back to his land and declare Oduduwa the Republic. And when he got to Lagos, the Northerners called him to round table and go on, and told him they will give him a chance to rule Nigeria after Gowon. Did Awolowo will rule Nigeria before he died? The answer is no. Let's continue listening.
Wanted to create his own kingdom there. Meanwhile, Agege was open. It was the Israeli government that told Biafra that, look, you can come through Agege. That was why the federal government severed relationship with Israel after the war. Yes, because Israel was telling the Biafran
people where to move and how to go about. Oh.
That was their enmity. So when this war continued for that 30
please, I'm recording. Please help me reduce your voice, please.
At a point, remember, Calabar, Awolowo was jailed in Calabar. Are you getting what I'm saying? Good. And before the war broke out in 1967, you know, I've told you where it started in 1964.
Yes.
Good. When the war broke out, Ojukwu was under pressure not to release Awolowo, who was jailed by the federal government in Calabar prison. But Ojukwu was not interested in killing anybody. In fact, no Northerner was killed in the Southeast. Ojukwu protected all the houses. It's on record. Meanwhile, they were slaughtering our people all over the place. So, when Ojukwu was eventually, when Awolowo was released by Ojukwu, he went back to Lagos. But before he went back, there was an agreement. Awolowo said, look, if Biafra succeeds, that he will go back and organize his own people and they will form their own Oduduwa Republic. Ojukwu said, okay, go ahead.
Now we start that name Oduduwa Republic.
When Awolowo came to Lagos, he made another deal with Gowon, who told him that, look, if you help me to prosecute this war, I will hand over to you as the prime minister. That was the agreement he reached with Gowon.
Meanwhile, he been get another agreement with
the one he formed with Ojukwu, he don't leave that one. Because when Awolowo wanted to form it, his people called him and said, come, how many of us are in the army? How many of us are in the army that you want to fight federal government? You want to follow the Igbos? They have the number, they can withstand it. We don't. You have a military cantonment in Ikeja. You have another one at Ibadan. We are surrounded. They will kill all of us. It was this thing that made Awolowo to renege on
maybe
that
because
agreement.
He wants saving people like them.
And now went back to Gowon and made another deal. Meanwhile, Awolowo used his wisdom and intelligence during the war. He was the one that told Gowon, why are you fighting these people and you are still feeling them? It was for that reason that Bakassi was blocked. That was where
now one when they talk this one.
Yeah, no, yes, now it was.
So why you
fight them
and defeat them at the same time?
That's why they are so bold, because the federal were suffering so much defeat. Gowon was already preparing to leave Lagos. In fact, the first secessionist incident happened at Ikeja cantonment. That was where the Northerners wanted to leave Nigeria. But the British High Commission in Lagos that was more like, don't go, don't go. The British High Commission told them not to go.
Now. British is the master plan of all those things. But people don't know. British was underground, planned all these things in several ways. In several ways. Even when the war was hot, and okay, they said they want to go, British tell them, don't go, don't go. We'll help you. Because they are the master planner. British told them don't go because they know if Gowon go, all their plan have been destroyed. They did not achieve anything. They asked Gowon not to go. They asked Gowon not to go. British government. Okay, we answer you guys. Time only in Abia. Let's continue.
No, the decision was taken at Ikeja cantonment. But it was there that this British government High Commission told them not to go, that they should not leave Nigeria. So, when Awolowo now helped Gowon with his brilliance, telling them, why are you feeding your people when you are fighting them? Bakassi was blocked and was given to Cameroon.
And at the end, food be the front enter for
exactly. And because it was not ratified, that was why it had, after the war now, there was a problem about that Bakassi.
Oh, now make them give them back to Cameroon under Obasanjo.
Even though there was no ratification. And because there was no Southerner in the Supreme Military Council then where the decision was taken. Gowon just took it just because Awolowo said, look, stop feeding these people while you are fighting them. The blood Bakassi. 2, all the money that the Igbos have.
Now, this our brethren, South. You see, Chukwundi Igbo. But no matter what, who is destined to be great must be great. Who is destined to be great must be great, no matter what. Who is destined to be great shall be great, no matter what. You can hear when Mr. Darity said, Nigeria government make a deal with Cameroon to block their territory. And they will hand over Bakassi to them. And today, that Bakassi has been handed over to Cameroon. But do you know, during the war, the same British government came to Ojukwu to negotiate about the oil. And Ojukwu said no, that the oil belonged to the people. Then after the war, the people will decide what they will use the oil to do. Ojukwu love our brethren in South. So-called Niger Delta today that they are bragging. So-called South, they are bragging. If Ojukwu was a bad man, if Igbos don't love these people, Ojukwu will make a deal. And after we win the war, the resources, whatever deal that Ojukwu agree with the Britain, will be going on today. Just the same way, Gowon make a deal with the Cameroonian government. And today, the Bakassi belong to Cameroon. But Ojukwu said no to British government. Because he knows that South is his people. South is his brother. We are all one people. He said, no, I can never make a deal. But the same people today, Tompolo, I want you to please share this broadcast so that Tompolo will get to the Gomepanya. I want to talk about Azigbolo too. Ojukwu did not make a deal. Oh, sorry. All what British wanted is the resources, the oil, to have access to the oil. And they make a deal, and the people say no. And go and make a deal with Camerooners. And today, Bakassi belongs to Cameroon. But you can hear our brethren from South, cause Niger Delta, the way they are talking against us. Against us, against their own people, against their own flesh, against their own blood, their own blood. Shame unto you people. Shame. Let's continue.
In the bank, whether it is 200 billion pounds or whether it is 1 million pounds, or all of them were taken away by the federal government and they were given 20 pounds. So, by implication,
so much loss.
The federal government fought the Biafran people with their own money. That is the implication. All these things that they will fought war and the Awolowo did not borrow money, that is Genesis. Now there it starts. That was
so they
how
confiscate all the properties, all the money
including property itself. They took all of them just to disempower the Igbo man. That was when Gowon, having realized his mistakes, because all of them, even Awolowo realized that he was used. When Gowon did not hand over to him, Awolowo realized he was used. Gowon now realized that they not to use him. It was then that all of them started doing everything and started realizing what the Igbo man was saying. That they don't want anybody to come up. You see now, especially in the military, there was a ceiling, you can't cross it. That was when they realized what Ojukwu was saying. By that time, it was too late for everybody. It was too late. Both the Middle Belt and the Southwest, they now discovered that they have been enslaved because they did not listen to the Igbo man when he was talking. Till today, has anything changed? Nothing has changed. You see now, nothing has changed. Ask yourself, the coup that overthrew and killed Moritala, it was planned in 2 weeks. The fastest coup in the history of this country. Why? Because something was going on. Moritala was about to do something. These Middle Belt Benue people, they saw what was they saw what was happening, and they said this will not happen. The military officer that carried that, all of them are from the Middle Belt. The two people who were penciled down to take out Moritala at Kabalende, up to today, nobody knew where they went to. They disappeared. Of all the coup plotters, all of them were except those two. They disappeared from the face of the earth. Nobody knew where they disappeared to. And all of them are from the Middle Belt, and all of them are Christians. What does that tell you? Meanwhile, listen very well. Listen, maybe this will now shock you. When Banjo came to Ore, and then his people told him, and he went back to Benin to form his own empire. Moritala and his murderous federal boys, they swooped on him unprepared. By the time they landed, they now discovered that all of them left in a hurry through River Niger. And then they surrounded the village, and the villager told them that the Biafrans have left. And then Moritala got angry and said, for helping them to escape. He now told the villager that they should come, that the war is over, they should not worry. For 3 days, all the young men, they were bringing their weapons, dropping it.
For Asaba.
Asaba, yes.
Oh, now waiting lead to the Asaba massacre.
Yes.
Oh.
He deceived them that they should come, the war is over, they should not.
Because they know greater than where the Igbo people them been when they confine them.
Exactly. That they help them to escape. So, for 3 days, this thing was good. So when he discovered that a substantial number of them have assembled and they have dropped their weapon, He now said the men should stay one side and the women one side. Meanwhile, he has ordered his men at the appointed time. All the men that came to that square, on his order, all of them were wiped out. They were shot in front of their wife and their children. All the men. That is why if you go to Asaba today, you have the highest number of widows. These women saw their husband die in their presence.
And their sons died.
And their sons, and their uncles, and their brothers.
On the order of
people who don't have arms, they were not armed. They have already surrendered, yet you did all that to them. That is the famous Asaba massacre. What then happened? Listen and listen good. The women now discover that they are like a fish out of water. Asaba women, they didn't know what to do. Their breadwinners are gone. In fact, some of their young ladies were taken away. What would they do? What would they do? So the women now, in order to protect themselves, they cross over to river goddess, the river goddess of River Niger, and surrendered their loyalty and allegiance to her for that to protect them, and asked her to avenge the death of their husband and their sons. Yes. In 1976, Dimka and his people came. Of course, you know what happened.
Tell us.
That was when Maritala was killed now by Dimka's school.
So if you say that's prayer where you say that's about women pray, nine their God answer like this.
Listen, they told to go on and Black Scorpion to come and appease the goddess of River Niger, whom these women have already surrendered their loyalty to avenge the death. Gowon who came through the back door, he didn't come direct. He answered, go and read the Peter Culture's book. I think it's my culture. One take across the Niger. You will see the details there. He would go and answer them through the back door. But the Black Scorpion was too strong-headed. Go and see how he died. Go and see how Black Scorpion died, because he was so, in fact, his own unorthodox way of prosecuting was so bad that at a point the federal government withdrew him from the war front.
What's the full name of this unorthodox? This Black Scorpion.
Benjamin, I think Benjamin Adekunle, yes. The other one is Adekunle Fajuyi, but this other one is Benjamin Adekunle.
And a member of Nigerian military.
Military, yes. Very dreaded though, that man. What they call a Black Scorpion. When he want to go to battlefront, he will select his men, and shoot. Anybody who do not survive that will not follow him to the war front. I'm telling you.
So you must survive gunshots.
Yes, you must survive. To tell you that
you don't cook yourself well.
You don't.
If your cooking no work, you no go people and go war.
That is his own method.
Oh wow.
Very unorthodox method, but he was using it.
Oh wow.
That was why he felt that he was invisible. But go and look at his later end.
Because so you feel saying that the prayer of us about women to their goddess nine follow lead to an end.
In fact, not only all the people who took part in that, as long as those women called on that goddess, she fought for them. But their husband and their sons could not come back
again.
But a revenge had taken place. So what I'm not telling you is that, except what happened in South Africa happened in Nigeria, Precious, we would never move forward though.
So in other words, before
reconciliation
commission, before we get to that truth and reconciliation, so you truly believe, say waiting Oga Edwin Clark talk, not true, say the waiting
up to today, up to today, is it you didn't hear me? There was a ceiling that nobody will. It was only Ike Nwachukwu who crossed to that. What is it not brigadier? Yes, who got to that level as an Igbo man. I'm telling you, before that time, you don't cross. After the war, they see everything. There is a starting position you cannot occupy as an Igbo man. It's on record. It's unspoken listen now. Even up to today, are there no position that the Igbo man have not occupied in Nigeria? He cannot occupy it, all because of propaganda. Meanwhile, some people discover that because when during the First Republic, the alliance was between the North and the Southeast. The Southwest became envious and was the one that sowed this seed of discord between Ahmadu Bello, Tafawa Balewa, and Azikiwe. I'm telling you, they sowed that seed so that they will split them. Meanwhile, they did not realize what was going on. They did not realize. Because if you look at it, they not said that they are more comfortable working with the Igbos because they are more trustworthy. But the people from here said no. If we allow these people, that means they too will now lose out. So they now use a sharp knife and cut their cord between the NPC and NCNC. That was what happened. So it took the North a very long time to realize that the Igbos were not actually their enemy. You can see now. The Southwest led by Awolowo, they manipulated that coup against the Igbos. Meanwhile, record is now showing us that that coup was not actually an Igbo coup.
And it was actually because they won't put Awolowo for power.
Exactly. You can imagine. And because that propaganda has gone far now, the Shey will not allow them to accept that they did wrong to the Igbos. You can see. You can see now. Even when Ojukwu died, Gowon acknowledged what he fought for. He said it in his book. I wrote an article that attracted the attention of Gowon, and he told his PA that he wanted me to come for his 80th birthday. They sent me a card. I have the
Maazị Dakus, good evening from here, sir. And when I watch program this program, I try to waste much time, maybe 2 hours, I will end it up. But the link did not the message. You can store up. You can see the link. Let me send the link here again, you know. And when I much time or you know. So I want to but here now. I want to but I want to make sharp or you know. So because actually maybe 2 hours can close or but in Kenya we can spend maybe few minutes again. Okay, let's go the link here again. You can copy the link. Okolago, you wear better. Darosa. Yeah, I'm one. Okay.
The card up to tomorrow. Gowon sent me card after reading my article.
And if there's anyone who want to come in, okay, you can come in. So let's talk. Maybe by tomorrow, I will talk about Isaac Bolo own. Isaac Bolo will be by tomorrow. So after Mr. Darlington own, we end. If there's anyone who want to come in again, who want to come in to say his view, please come in. As Maazị Dakus is coming in, please come in. Thank you.
In the Sun newspaper concerning that war. He was so impressed. He said that the book is writing that I will help him as a resource person. I'm telling you. So they knew, but it's because as an elder, they can't come back and say the Igbos, we are sorry.
So waiting be the way forward now, because he talked something, say, except it didn't happen for South Africa, happened.
I am telling you, exactly. We thought
Oputa panel. We get to put a panel. We're supposed to be like our own truth and reconciliation commission.
But Obasanjo converted it into something else. The thing did not even end well. It ended abruptly when revelations were coming out. It ended abruptly.
Now we see that our Mustafa revelations and all that.
It ended abruptly. Then there was another one that resource control now, where Niger Delta people they discovered
because of saying I didn't get the oil.
Exactly. So even look at it this way. This same man, this Calabari man that they claim is an Igbo man,
Engineer Odo.
Good. Remember, it was the Rivers people that sabotaged Biafra. They promised Rivers people that look, don't worry, after the war, we are going to give you 50% derivation from your oil. That was what deceived the Kensaro Wiwa and his fellow travelers. And they betrayed the Biafra. At the end of the day, when Kensaro Wiwa now came to demand for it, Abacha warned him, but he didn't listen. Look at how he ended.
And remember the Ogoni 9.
Look at it. Both Ogolifa and Ogoni 9, who suffered? Is it not people from rivers? So when Ojukwu went for burial, he told them good morning. They say, why are you telling us good morning? When it is afternoon, we are burying someone, we say good morning. He said, yes, now they are waking up now.
So you say that he waiting happen for South Africa happen?
Except that there is a truth and reconciliation. Where the truth will be told. And what do you call it? People will voice out their mind. You see all this thing we are covering? It's like
and then better reconciliation happen.
Genuine reconciliation. But as long as this hatred, okay, look at what Buhari did in office against the Igbos throughout his 8 years. What does that tell you? Is that not hatred? Please, is that not hatred? He said we will not give him vote. And
he's just in a circle.
And the performance in office, do you know validate what we are saying that he cannot perform? The people that gave you vote, where are they? So we have always been showing the light. We have always been showing the light that look, this is where Nigeria should go, and but the other people, out of envy and jealousy, they will not listen to us. At the end of the day, what we said will come to pass.
Thank you.
Everything that was said in the 1967 that caused the war, is that not what is happening today? Is that not what's happening today? To tell you that Nzogo, let me tell you, Nzogo, to tell you his mind as an Igbo man, because the Igbo blood is in him. Are you going to say it?
Kaduna Nzogo.
Yes, Kaduna Nzogo. When he died at Abagana, where the battle was hottest, because the federal two wanted to enter Biafra through Abagana in Anambra, he died there after a very bitter battle. Gowon, in fact, the both sides, they had to call for a truce to mourn the death of Kaduna Nzogo, to tell you what a fine soldier he was. You know, when somebody died, the both sides were mourning that they have lost somebody. Gowon had to order for his corpse to the federal side. Meanwhile, he was fighting for Biafra. You can imagine that kind of level of patriotism. Gowon knew what was, but he was caged. He was used.
All right, thank you so much.
So the same use is going on up to tomorrow. Look at what happened, even in civilian administration. Look at what is going on. That is why whenever I'm talking, it may say, yeah. They don't know. They don't know what is going on. Look at what Buhari did enough. Is it not worse than a military regime? Is it not worse than a military regime? The same hatred, did they not display it against the Igbos? What did they do wrong? I keep asking, what did the Igbo man do wrong? Nobody have answered that question.
All right, Mr. Darlington, thank you so much as you follow me sit down for Inside This Matter. You know, see me and you go still sit down again, talk more. I appreciate.
We just scratch the surface, so.
We go fit talk more again because history need to finish. You know, we finish history in one day. Since what happened how many years? Not in 1 hour we go use talk and finish. So no wahala. I appreciate you well as you follow me sit down. So thank you so much. All right, my people, and I don't see as it.
So my people, I hope you guys are listening. I hope you guys are listening and know the truth. So if you come across this wounded civilian in school shouting that Igbo destroy the regional government, please pass this message to them. If you don't know what to tell them, refer them to this broadcast. And also share this program to them. Tag them. Igbos mean well, but other people, not because of the hate, the envy and jealousy they have on Igbos, they turn around and give us a bad name to kill us, to buy us. Because when you want to buy a dog, you give the dog a bad name and buy the dog. This is actually what they did to us. The destiny can never be changed. We Igbos, we are destined to be great. We are destined to be great, no matter what. And that's why Biafra will stand On Biafra we stand. No going back. We have crossed the Rubicon. No going back. No going back. No going back. On Biafra we stand. Whether they like it or not, because millions have died for this cause. Millions have died for this cause. Maazi Dakus, I'm still waiting for you because I will just be heading down. The link in the dia, how link the dia now? Copy the link. You might have before now. The link is there. Look at the link there. Copy it here. You might have before. So anytime you come across those people dishing out false history, please stand them up and tell them the truth. Like I said before, when British government invaded Benin Kingdom, we helped the Benin to fight. Igbos, their brothers, Igodo. We helped to fight. We have to Mazi. The link is there. Why not? People now feel the link is there now. The link is in there. All of the link is there. Let me send it again. I'll send it again. Let me send it again. Let me also send it back again on this one. If there's anyone who want to come in, you are free to come in. So let's just have a few minutes before I go. And please share. It's important. Share and hit the like button, please. Mars, the links now. Either you come in through YouTube or through Mars or through Mars Ikechukwu. The three link in the day and send it now. So yeah. So when the British, I was saying, sorry, please. I'm trying to send the link. So when the British invaded the Oba, we fought a long line with our brethren, the Igodo, to protect the kingdom. But the Yorubas and the Hausas Fulani fight alongside with the British to invade the Oba of Benin. But today, you can see how much envy and jealousy and hate from our brethren from Benin. You can see.
Mazi. Iroko of Ipob. I want to be the Iroko of Ipob. What are you talking? Look, All
They're
the hardcore are the Iroquois because they never send out.
yeah.
Because they can't send out. Because even
Okay.
what is happening now. If I know their master has joined, have concluded. If I know just confirm what I have been saying
Yeah.
because he has
Yeah,
joined. What
Maz,
they,
please, can you introduce yourself to Biafrans? They know you. So
okay.
before, yeah.
Okay, therefore IPOB all over the whole world. My name is Akujobi Jocelyn or Jocelyn Dakus Ndolo. I'm from Ibi. Somewhere from this, I'm Ushirike. IPOB,
Mhm.
Mazin and the Kalu loyalist. And
There,
I'm in
there,
Scotland.
there,
Yeah,
the floor is yours.
yeah.
You can
Yeah,
start.
I'm not what you have said. What I'm saying now this evening is that if I has confirmed to us their deal, Chikedozium was in Tanzania, but probably I know that he's coming to Imo State because of this election. All the whole Olu are the terrorists that is terrorizing Imo State because they are behind their brother who is killing Olo in the name holding Mazen Nande Kalu. This is the reason they are holding Mazen Nande Kalu ransom because of trying to mix up everything. IPOB this and that. Where the game is Ebubago terrorists formed by uh, APC in quote, all of them know Ebubago. Their leader is Hope Uzodinma, Asari Dokobo, Udele. And the dog is foolish. The dogs are foolish. They know everything, what is happening. And that is why when they come on air, they will be talking rubbish, saying, oh, and they are working with Uche Mefo. And that is why you see George Oyibe say, if they move uh, Tilimbu, hell will fall. I look at them, I say, these guys are useless. That is not the Biafra we are looking for. And again, who give the more powerful the temerity to say Martin Nandekali is ill? He say they want to discuss or dialogue about referendum, whereby Martin Nandekali is there. Who is the person to stand and start a dialogue with the federal government? Is it Chike Dossier, whereby Martin Nandekali there? Which means they have told us that they have sell out Biafran struggle. And that is the reason this guy has entered into APC for their own selfish interest. But unfortunately, on your Haman and Kapi. Let me hold it there. And was there any other thing you want to ask me? Ask me.
Yeah, no, yeah, Maz, no, I allow you to flow. This your topic, or pull topic inji. If the topic inji,
Okay.
I'll call out,
Okay, let me
Like,
let me come
allow
on
you
that.
to
Let me
flow.
let me come on that topic again because
Yeah.
let me admit. That topic of river. The United Kingdom knows that. Do you know why United Kingdom did all those things it was doing? United Kingdom did that in order to see the split Igbo. They know that Igbo are, so they are kind of people who don't respect institution, right? Like idiots, like um, George Oyibe said, the Igbos in the coastal side. Maybe I don't know if there is a difference between them, the Igbo on the other on this side. I don't know. That is the point I'm talking there is that is the reason. Now we can look at what Wike is playing. It's a sabotage. Is to sabotage that he is not Igbo, but his father is an Igbo man. His mother is an Igbo woman. Asare Dokubo's father is an Igbo. His grandfather is an Igbo man. His mother is an Igbo. Then I don't know how, because this is how the Britain did it, so that the Igbos on the other side, then you split all the resources in Igbo land and carve it in the other side. And the other one, we see it like foolish ones, but reasonable ones, like Meiji and the one knows that they know what they are doing. I'm not talking idiots like um, Wike and Asare de Kobo. Then these are agents. They are agents like all those governors and those politicians. Britain did that so that because we will not speak in one voice. Because they know that when we speak in one voice, move in one action, you can't stop us. And that is why they try to twist everything. But because of I know the history of Ndi and I know the landmark of Ndi, but unfortunately, their game, they can't win it any longer. Because those land you share, those land they share across, those areas, those mineral resources are in completely in Igbo land. In Igbo land. Because anyway, when I say in Igbo land, it's like I'm discriminating them. Calabar is an Igbo, Akwa Ibom is an Igbo, Bini is an Igbo. Forget about what. Do you know that Ebema is in three? Ebema, that Ebema in Imo State. One is in Bini, one Ebema is in Edo. Because one Ebema is in Edo, one Ebema is in River State, and the main Ebema is in Imo State. See, and those areas are all loaded with mineral resources. And they share it this side, and share it this side, and share it this side. So you look, brothers and brothers, you use landmark, just like what is happening now, the quarrel between Eboyi people and the Cross River and Akwa Ibom because of land dispute, just like what is happening to Eboyi and Eboyi and Benue because of land dispute, and what is happening like Anambra and the Kogi people because you split them, some in Kogi, some just like that. Just idiot like wounded civilian will be talking because that guy. If he doesn't take time, what happened to that Yoruba guy who insulting Igbos will happen to him in in uh, in Italy. I'm just telling you this tonight. So he should be warned. I warned him last night. And then if he continue, well, I don't want to talk much. But all I say to him that if he doesn't take time, what happened to grandson or Adeika will happen to him. So those things is just how they just split Igbo and let them begin to fight, like what that man was saying. Igbos still know. Kiserobuwa is an Igbo man. That's what people don't understand. Kiserobuwa is an Igbo man. Mm-hmm. So he's an Igbo guy. Forget about all this rubbish they are just after. The military man, the Ellen Clark, is an Igbo guy, is an Igbo man. So that's how bad our people are. But are they allowing them to control the oil? The answer is no. Are they controlling it? They are not controlling it because they know that they are not the owner. You deprive the owners their rights. Then your others want to claim it. So that is why that Fulani you are seeing there. Fulani cannot claim that. Britain just keep them in the head of the department so that when they are coming, they will not have any interrupt. So they can come in and do whatever they want to do and go and just go. So let me hold that for now. If we have any other thing.
No. Let me recap my broadcast so that if you want to pick up from anything I said, you can pick it up. No,
All right.
I started it. No, I told it's for long I've wanted to do this program, but I need a backup. I need an evidence till I found this. Like tomorrow, I'm coming up again on this message on Adakabolo. Isaac Adakabolo. I'm coming on it. So
Oh,
Maz,
every day. It's not, people man did not kill that man. Nobody killed him. Yeah, go ahead. Hello.
wait, I'm coming. So by second. Oh yeah. So let me recap the program so you can pick up one or two things. So wait, I've told people that queue, that first queue they did in 1966, that it was Britain that targeted Igbo queue. It wasn't an Igbo queue because the officers, some came from the west and north. And again, it was as a result of Britain. The Britain mastermind all those things. They planned this. Britain media. But Britain wants to control the economy, want to take the economy. And Britain know that a time like this will come. Oil will be skyrocketed. Oil will be so hot. So will be very good in international community to make monies, oil. So Britain know that if Nigeria continue this regional government, they can't get what they want, and they went into this plan. And don't forget, then Southeast region was the fastest growing economy in the whole world, controlled by Michael Opala. Opala was in charge then. So then, how come that Aguilonsi buy the idea to introduce this Degree 34 regional unity government? It was as a result of that Britain, because they planned in so many ways, and they also their plan was included that Aguilonsi must die, and at the end of the day, Aguilonsi was no more. So, and again, check if Ojukwu don't love this South, this our brethren, so-called Niger Delta. When during the war, when Britain came in and asked him that, okay, what will be our benefit if we help you out? Ojukwu said, no, the oil belongs to the people. If Ojukwu was a bad man, Ojukwu will agree any terms of agreement with Britain, just the same way go on, make an agreement with Cameroon. And today, the Calabar, what is that side was belong to Bakassi belong to Cameroon. So if Ojukwu was to be a bad man, if we did not love our brethren,
it doesn't belong to Cameroon. Cameroon are not the owners. They just say that it's Cameroon.
No, man, listen. For now, legally, it's Cameroon that holds Bakassi now. Legally, on document and everything by UN. It was the agreement between Gowon and Cameroon during the Biafra War, because Cameroon blocked their territory so that food will not come into Biafra. And as a result of that, Gowon said, if you are able to do that, that Bakassi will belong to you. That was how it belonged. And don't forget that it was during the time of Obasanjo that gave it out. So what I'm trying to say, if Ojukwu was to be a bad man, Ojukwu would have accepted any day with British government, and after the war, they will start taking oil the way they like. So if you want to say something, Mars. So can I pure wind down now? Yeah.
All right. So what happened to that areas? Netherlands are controlling that oil. Netherlands control that oil in Bakassi Peninsula. So in that war, you see, if you have the video of this man the people who caused the war, Nwobosi, Emmanuel Nwobosi. If you have the video, you play it. He said everything when he visited Mazen and Kano in Israel. If you have this video, you play that video. That video will tell you who and who and who and who plot the coup. The coup was plotted as a result of this thing that is going on now in Hamas and Gaza. Did you hear what I'm saying? That coup was plotted because of this thing that is going on now in Gaza and Hamas, because of those Fulani terrorists in the north, because they want to start it. They want to start that their jihad. And that is why that coup was carried out, to stop that their madness. That's what people don't understand. Don't forget, don't listen to any idiot who will come on air and begin to misinterpret the root of that war. The root of that war is the terrorism of Fulani and their jihad agenda. And that is why. Remember that Nwobosi is a British army. Ojukwu was not among that battle. So them and the Ojukwu brother, which is Infajin, and Zogwimo, and some part of Yoruba, and some Middle Belt, and some Northerners, then plot that coup. What Aguirre step in is to stop the war and hand over. The killing of Aguirre is because of this iron demo. But I blame that word Aguirre. You know why Aguirre put us in this darkness? His real name is Johnson Ironsi. Johnson Ironsi. Agui is that his automobile. That is charm. The iron demo. Anyway, Britain call it iron demo. His iron demo. Then because of that, they want him dead because of his. Remember, he's only Google it. It is in Google. Google it. He is the only person who handled that Congo rebels. It's only him alone. It is in Google. Google it.
Yeah,
you will see.
A
But
minute before you continue.
so those things is what they bring behind all these things. Remember all these things you see now, or Ifeanyi Oba as want to play the role of Ifeanyi now.
Yeah,
He want to sell out.
wait, wait a minute before you continue. Mazin,
Okay.
I want you to explain to us what leads to the first coup.
This thing I'm telling you now is what lead that coup. What lead that coup is jihad. That is the purpose.
Jihad about what?
The jihad that like all this thing. Remember, they said they want to sink their Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. So when they plot that jihad, this thing that happened to the same thing that happened to Israel now, or Hamas terrorists, Iran terrorists, or Hezbollah, Iran terrorists, just slaughter innocent people, and innocent Gaza people are paying the price of what they don't know.
Yeah.
That is what. When they carry out that, they want to carry out that jihad. Those military, those men in military, these people I mentioned now said no, they will not allow that to happen.
Okay, Mazi, have you heard about Wild West then in between 1963 and 1966? Wild West. Have you heard about that word then? Can you tell us what the reason about that sentence? Wild West.
Anyway, I don't know much about it, but unless I go, I call a will to bit about it if I go.
Okay.
To my,
Okay, Mazi. And
yeah.
have you had what the reason between that 1963 to 1966 before the queue was slugged? What the reason? Because then there was a lot of killing
But
in the
it,
West.
it still was because of the election. Just the same thing. This thing, Mahmoud, is hope is from North. Because of election and because they have evil intention. Just the way they brought this Taliban, this Osama Shetin Bin Laden Kashim.
No, wait,
Remember the
excuse me,
excuse me,
wait, excuse,
remember
wait. Election between Maz. I want people, because people are listening to us.
all right.
I want people to follow us. Then when
Yeah.
you say about election between who and who?
Election between who will be the prime minister, election, they want to do the election. Then they were doing election. Then they say um, the the man in Yoruba they call their founding father, right? So was in prison because of his dubious character. What they are playing, they want to play just the same thing they are playing now. They will not be straightforward in their election. Nigerian election has never been straightforward because BBC, who mastermind, why I call BBC terrorist broadcaster, because of the hatred they have against the Biafrans, more especially then because that election is being rigged, and then
Okay,
because
Maz, wait. Do you know then we are practicing regional government, right?
Mhm.
Right?
But in that regional uh, practice, there is a man just like the way here in United Kingdom you have somebody as their prime minister, which is the prime minister from the north, right?
Yes, I
So
agree with you. I agree
normally
with you.
they normally have an election. Somebody must
I agree
emerge
with
as a
you.
prime.
Yeah, Maz,
So
the
that
fact is
is
that yeah, the fact that you got it, but it's not 100%. The what lead to that queue, but I want you to know because people are listening to us, and when you say it's because of jihad, people will not
hard
get
because of, no, no,
listen.
no, no. Anybody, excuse,
Mazi
because
Cherry now, Mazi Cherry,
I'm
you know
coming.
me. You were saying something. I want you to say. But I want to say, let me say
Let me
something.
give
Wait.
you. Let me tell this thing. Continue. I don't want to talk much about. That is why we say we are not going to be in Nigeria. They keep on hiding the truth and begin to chase shadow. Go ahead.
Maz, in my program, I like saying something with fact and figure. I'm not here to
Yeah.
deceive people. I say something, and before I come out to say something, I've make an inquiry, I've make an investigation. Maz, listen.
Mhm.
What
Mhm.
lead to that queue was the killings about the killings that are going on in the north and in the west. And then it was as a result of the election between Awolowo and Akintola. The Northerners, the Fulanis, was backing Akintola, while the Yorubas was with Awolowo. So it's as a result of that election that the election did not go on well, and Woyo Soyinka in 1963 personally take over a radio station to announce the result of Awolowo. And that was when they pick him up and lock him in prison. So when you say a jihadist, no, because this thing was there. Go and verify everything. It was as a result of Awolowo and Akintola, and the North was backing Akintola. That was why these young majors took made that coup then. So in the good judges, people will be,
Okay. No.
yeah.
Let me come again. I said it is jihad. Remember those armies, those military in the head was there. What is happening now? Just the way Boko Haram is raising, like the way Boko Haram is killing them. Fulani herdsmen and yet and BBC, every time they say, oh, this, I keep on asking them, these people are foreigners, they are strangers, they are visitors, they don't have land. You can't tell me that somebody will be coming from Nigeria and this the same way they are ravaging our land. Mazen Nandekalo intervened with Eastern Security Network, the Imo politician and them gang up to, and the former British Prime Minister, which is Boris Johnson, kidnapped Mazen Nandekalo. That is how that war and that election was emerged. Go and listen to the tape. Anyway, I have that's my one of my elder brother was among those. He's still alive today. He knows about the history about. He was a military man. This thing I'm telling the thing I'm telling you, both that election and that jihad are because their intention is that when they put just like the way just that they will look at what happened to Imo State. It's the same thing that we are doing. This thing happened to Imo State. You guys don't know what is going to happen. What happened to Imo State is what they want to do to the West. There are so many killings going on there. Jihad is going on there. They want to put up Akintola instead of the person who or Yoruba nation wants, or Yoruba people want. Then the minute this guy saw that if they put that man and they will carry out their terrorism along, they say no. You know, Britain always play always stay at the back, pushing the button.
Now, Maz, listen now. You see the way you explain it now. This is the way you're supposed to explain it for beginning. You know, because Akintola, Maz Ganto, you know, Akintola was Akintola was working with the Fulani and Hausas. He was working with them. It's their tools. It's 100% right. You are right. You know, so the way you explain it now could have more better than say jihad, but people will not understand because they want to use Akintola, you know, to conquer a lot of places, you know, so get Yoruba land. You know, today Ilori is gone. You know, so so it's better next time, you know, people water be Sabia. But when you said jihad, the people know that what caused it was as a result of the election. But along the line, through the back door, they want to use Akintola just the same way they are using Hopus of them and Devumai today in our land.
Yes.
So on our camera next time, I'm gonna go. You can why people are matter be Sabia. You what I mean, Mazi?
Yeah.
So,
you're right.
That was So that was it. That was it. We saw Cubana chief priest and this guy, what is it? Flavor. They were singing as you look at, you know, on the blood of innocent people. No, they were campaigning for hopes of them, but this was it's for another day because
I will bring that bastard called chief priest Ode that is feeding from the blood of Imo State because he wants to defend impunity and wickedness. Why is he living in Imo State? He buy cars to make taxi and he didn't put them in Imo State. He put them in another state because he is not living in Imo State. He run away from Imo State. Then from far, he will as a fugitive. He will be coming from Imo State like his brother. When they finish the election, now they go back. Purpose of them will go back to Abuja Then the idiot will go back to Lagos. Then they will send their terrorists to start to kill our innocent Imo. Well, if Imo states are so blind and stupid, let them vote for him because I'm not the one to pay the price. They're the one to pay the price. The idiot called or Chief Priest Kubana is an idiot. I will be thinking him on social media. The guy is useless and stupid, as long as I'm concerned, because he can't have those a youth who is benefiting from the blood of his fellow youth, from the suffering of his fellow youth, and he says he's a human being. You want to defend wickedness. What type of word are we?
Okay. Yeah. So, Martin, I think it's 2 hours starting because I wanted to end this program for 2 hours. So just as you come in, so I have to give more time. So by tomorrow, I want to continue the same program about Isaac Dakapolo. So people know, because these people, wounded civilian and co, they think we don't know the history. But my program,
Don't listen with wounded civilian, because wounded civilian we end up like I said it. I've said it yesterday. I'm saying it on your program. Wounded civilian. If you don't take time, what happened to Adeyinka's son will happen to you. Just mark my word, because
I think,
because we can't allow. No. We can't allow him, because of his stupid, selfish interest, insulting an Igbo people, because of he want to defend somebody who went all the way from America to forge certificate. And Tilimbu, I said that Tilimbu is not a Yoruba man. Let any Yoruba man come out and defend it. Tilimbu is not from Yoruba. So you can't bring a foreigner in your land. You want to defend wickedness. Like seriously, how that? Just because of it, because of your look at what excuse me, there is video now. I've been trying. I'll send them. I think this last Friday, a Muslim were praying in a worry. The guy, the block road. The guy said, "Give." I don't know. Let me get that. Let me get the story properly. I heard that they beat that boy. The boy died and they destroyed his listing. Tell me this useless religion, who will be? You leave their church auditorium, you come on the way, on the street, causing nuisance.
Yeah.
And you want us to live with such a carnival.
Yeah,
No,
I have the video. That's why I have the video. Is tomorrow I will play the video when I'm doing a couple of program.
So let's end it tomorrow. I will be here, because we need to. Because this nonsense cannot continue. There is no way we can live in that country with inhuman animals.
The boy did not die. He ran into that store, and although he was beaten thoroughly, his keke was 100% destroyed. They destroyed the keke.
Now, when we talk about that, we can't be taking such a shit. Huh? Look, British useless Prime Minister cannot be arming these bastards and tell us to remain with such an impunity because of what? It will not happen. That nonsense will not happen.
Is tomorrow I will bring the video up when I'm doing the Adaka Bolo program. I have the video, I have it here. That is why I leave it tomorrow. Right. So Mazin, even
yeah, I mean, we can send them on WhatsApp. I will be happy about that.
Yeah. I will send it to you. No. Because after tomorrow program again, I want to come on by the Stefan Ejofa again to hit him hard. We are still waiting for him. So Bema is okay. You say your this thing, your takeaway.
Fellow Biafrans, like what I wrote in this, I will not rest. I, Jocelyn Takus Ndolo, I will one of love. 72 carton of trouble. We no rest until Martin Nandekalo, British citizen, is unconditional, free, and until Biafra restoration and freedom are being accomplished. And we stand. And I am the backbone of this Biafra and Igbo everything. Britain knows that too well. I will stand and we will fight this battle. The days of like ndị Igbo don't know what transpired concerning the slavery, which I know. I have it. I know everything about it. So those days has gone. Those days of intimidation. Those days you use my resources and use it and throw it anywhere in the world. Use it to do your Muslim whatever. So we don't have any. Biafra has no relationship with any Fulani man. We don't have any relationship. We don't have any band. We don't have anything to do with the Fulani. So Fulani pushing them is no. So any Igbo man or any Biafra can be Muslim, but how to control his religious bigotry, because we can't take it, because Muslim is all, the Western have just formed it to use it. They want to replace Christianity and use it to replace whatever. But unfortunately, they have failed, because that is their history and that their devilish program. I want to put it in a stop. And that is why I say there is nothing you can do, Biafra. Some people tell them that I say that Biafra will be restored. Because that kingdom, my kingdom. And that is why I say when King Charles finished his mother's 1 year anniversary, I start back with him. He must, if he refuse, he can go to anywhere, whatever he wants. But you can't take my kingdom and use it and make your brother, friend, and whatever. You can take them and put them in your house and keep them. God has never bring me and them together. So they should stay on their own. I stay on our own, and we keep on fighting for what we are looking for. Because what is important is this Biafra. Biafra must be restored. Because the land we are fighting is not in the north, neither it is in the Yorubas. Rather, we can have boundary with Yorubas, then we have boundary with the Middle Belt. Middle Belt are our neighboring brothers and sisters. We don't have anything bad against them. But Fulani is my problem. And we're not going to relent. We are not going to hand over that land to those bastards. Anybody, Britain can use them. It's up to them. I'm not scared of any idiots. I'm not buying them. I'm not begging. No apology of any type. So we don't have anything in common with Fulanis. So, and that's all I can say. Biafra, remain resolute, remain focused, and look on the ball. We will get what we are fighting for. Mazin and the Kalamos Credis, Honorable. If I want to do his brothers, the lifestyle of his brother, or if I so, and that's it. Oku his name is Oku. What Ujuku normally called him, Oku.
Okay, Maz. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. So, Biafrans, this is Maazi Jocelyn Dakus, our comrade, a die-hardcore Biafran. So, please join me tomorrow on the same program to educate those that did not know what really happened about the first coup. Tomorrow will be on Isaac Adakabolo from Bayelsa State, President Bayelsa State. I have to still play a video. Even his own family is against him. So let's tell these guys that we know the history, we know what happened, but we decided to keep quiet because everything has time. So on this note, I will say good night. Share this program and like the hardcore. So let's use this music and say good night.
Our voices, our weapon. Freedom fighter, no be terrorists. Oh, we are saying Fanatical. We are Biafrans, we no be terrorists. Oh, we are saying Fanatical. If you're looking at me, call the lion man. I'm putting on a call the lion man. I'm calling on a woman. I put a nigga full of nigga bodo dimma. If we need a pony, I pull it up on you. I'm making the leaf and the Biafra here. But they don't know, say that Biafra no be man. Biafra is a spirit, Biafra no go die. May they shoot their gun, may they throw the bomb. We are resolute and we are so strong. We know the terrorists, we know the enemy. After all said and done, say that Biafra must come. Freedom fighter.